Why do you like listening to music?
It calms me down a lot. So like if I'm like freaking out or I'm like super stressed out or whatever, I'll like listen to music and I'll just be like, yeah, I feel better now. And it'll just like distract me from like um schoolwork or personal stuff, like whatever's going on. It just distracts me.
If you would have like one band like play like the soundtrack of your life, like what band would it be?
Honestly, probably the Beatles because I like I discovered them when I was like in 5th grade and because my dad was like playing their greatest hits album for some unknown reason because he doesn't even like them that much. So he was just sort of playing it and I overheard it. I think it was like reading a book or something. And I was like, wow, this is actually really good. And then I look on the iPad or whatever, it's like playing the music and I'm like, oh wow.
What's your favorite
Favorite song?
by the Beatles?
A Day in the Life
Nice. Yeah.
because it's very like it's sort of like psychedelic
Yeah.
and sort of trippy, but like it's really cool and different. And I think that was really a turning point, not in just like their group, but like also in music in general, because I mean, not many bands did what they did at that time, so they sort of like started this movement of like drugs, but like music
Drugs.
and drugs sort of combined.
So unique.
Like
Nice.
just really different sounding things. So yeah, that's why I like that one a lot. I feel like Panic at the Disco is, I don't know, like
They've
I feel
gone
like
through so many phases.
yeah. And that's what I like about them. Like they sort of come out with new different things, and I think that's another thing that I really like when like with bands, like when they sort of reinvent themselves over and over with like new albums or whatever. That's another thing I really like pay attention to when I'm listening to music.
So you like artists that change their style?
Yeah.
So you like Taylor Swift?
No.
You said you like to sing and you play guitar and ukulele.
Mhm.
Did you ever like want to be a musician or do you want to be
Oh
a
my
musician?
gosh, yeah. I've like wanted to be in a rock band since I was so little because but like the thing is I want to be a filmmaker, but like at the same time I would love to be in a rock band, like
You could do
tour
both.
and yeah, like I was thinking maybe like as a side thing, just as a hobby, to like tour the world and stuff.
In my spare
That's a
time, I tour the
casual,
world.
yeah, casual hobby. But like I remember when I was really little, my dad would play like Boston on like our old CD player that doesn't even work anymore, and I remember I ran into the playroom to like get my Backyardigans guitar
Yes.
because I wanted to pretend to play the guitar, like sort of imitate the
The song, yeah.
the song, yeah.
What do you love most about music?
I just really like how it gives you like sort of different feelings depending on the song you're listening to, like how the instruments and the vocals are used to give you like a specific feeling. I just always found that really interesting. When songs have a certain sound that, you know, make you feel happy, whatever, I think that's something like really, I don't want to sound corny, but like something really special because not every artist, band, musician is capable of doing that. And I think when they can is when you really should like listen to them. Like earlier this year, I was going through like a lot of stress and stuff, and I was like not in a great place, and I was like, I think I was on the computer and I was like having a mental breakdown trying to do my homework, and for some reason my brain just told me, you should listen to that song that you told yourself you would listen to that's like in your songs favorite thing on Spotify by George Harrison. And I was like, okay. So I listened to it and like I'm just sitting in the chair at my desktop computer and I'm just like dancing. And my mom walks in the room, and since I couldn't hear her, I had headphones on. Just had this big smile on my face, and I was just like waving my arms around and like dabbing and doing all this crazy stuff. And my mom is just like, "What are you doing?" I'm just like, "I'm dancing."